I am so excited to get the Lone Wolf Arms Timberwolf 19X out to the range today. They sent me this gun a couple months ago, and it has been so freaking cold here in Pennsylvania that I have not done a range day because I wanted to do this justice, and I didn't want to try to do it in 20 degrees and a bajillion mile-an-hour winds. So I'm really excited to put my first rounds through this. You will see on my channel an interview with Ryan from Lone Wolf Arms at SHOT Show where he gave me the overview of this gun. So I'm going to skip all the features and stuff and basically just say that in my opinion, this is probably what a Glock 19X should have been. Just the bells and whistles that you would want to change on a Glock and nothing else from Lone Wolf on this specific model. And you will note that I have the Recover Tactical G7 holster adapter on this as well. And I got the holster here just so that I can run some draw and fire drills without setting this all up for my normal EDC holster. So we're gonna slam a mag in this and let's get going on our evaluation. Not off to a stellar start on that. I just love this trigger. It's just one of those things that after shooting horrible Glock triggers, it's so nice to shoot something that's factory, but actually like well-tuned. Little looks like failure to extract if I had to bet. Yeah. By the way, this is Remington 115 grain ammo. And again, just gonna lock my slide back. Little failure to extract. That's not off to a great start as far as that goes. That's not normally an issue that you have with a brand new gun. Another one. Oh man, Lone Wolf, what's going on? I will say, in the midst of these failures, I love this trigger. And failure to extract on mag lock. Not off to a stellar start on that, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is put one more mag through it, which is a bunch of rounds here. If that goes well and this issue works itself out, no big deal. If we get through this mag and it has not worked itself out, then we're gonna stop doing this review and I'm gonna contact Lone Wolf and see what's up. And then you will see me on a later date when I have whatever's worked or whatever's up here worked out. But for the moment, let's at least get through 50 rounds or so. I love the 19-degree grip angle on this gun. It does make it really awesome to just like point and shoot very naturally compared to like a normal Glock. So a minute ago when I said we'd go through one more mag, I didn't actually expect it to make it, but it did. So we're gonna load up some more mags and see if we can keep this train rolling. So we got two bags that went just straight up terrible, and those were both loaded with the Remington 115 grain. And then the extended mag that I had actually had Precision 1 Ammo's 115 grain comp ammo in it. And I kind of forgot to say that when we started, but I'm realizing that that mag ran well and could be due to just the way the case is designed. So now the three mags I have are all the P1 ammo. We're gonna see if the gun makes it through those. If so, then we're gonna carry on. If it does not, then we're just gonna like stop it again. Either way, I'm gonna address this with Lone Wolf because the Remington should run fine, but every incident was isolated to that ammo, so we'll just test it with a different ammo and see what happens. Yeah, this is running way better. I have a feeling that was an ammo thing. That was just a failure to go into slide lock. And as I mentioned in a lot of videos, at this point, my fingers do like to get in the way. Cool. All right, that was 3 full mags, however many rounds, and no issues. So I won't use that Remington for the remainder of this video. We'll just stick to the Precision 1 ammo that I have in the 115 grain, and we'll keep evaluating this gun. All right, the Precision 1 ammo is running good. So I have probably about 100 rounds total left of that, 3 bags loaded here, and then a little bit more in my bin. I'm gonna run through that, and I got some 124 grain, we'll try that too, but so far so good once we got rid of using that Remington. So let's carry on. Also, I moved my Throom targets up because I am not perhaps proud, but honest enough to say I cannot hit a 6-inch circle consistently with iron sights at 25 yards, which is definitely something I need to work on. However, pistol evaluation, probably not the best time to do that. So I moved those up so that I can shoot through that rack, and you're gonna notice that changed, and I like to be honest about that stuff. So let's carry on. I said it already, but this trigger is really nice. As I mentioned in the intro, Lone Wolf basically just like changed the things that you would change on your Glock to begin with, like the trigger, the sight, and having it optics ready, and then of course their 19-degree grip angle. But I just love this trigger. It's just one of those things that after shooting horrible Glock triggers, it's so nice to shoot something that's factory, but actually like well-tuned. And yes, I know everybody on YouTube is gonna call out my flinching, so I'll just call it out for you. It is actually something I'm working on. As you can see, I have not yet solved it totally. Going well. All right, so Brandon's getting the drone up for some cool drone angles on this stuff, which is totally new for our channel, first time. I've got 2 full 17 round mags, and then I think about 10 rounds of my extended mag of the P1 ammo. That's all the 115 I brought today. I'm gonna throw some 124 grain in after this and see how the Lone Wolf likes that. But so far, so good once we got the Remington ammo out of the way. So I'm very pleased, haven't had any issues at all. The gun's running really well. It's comfortable to shoot. I'll admit I'm shooting more comped imported guns these days, so it is a little snappier than you know, that I'm used to at the current moment. But Lone Wolf did a great job really making this Timberwolf 19X. It's kind of like no frills, the things you would change from a Glock 19, but nothing else. And it makes it a very cost-effective way to get a great you know, Glock clone out of the box without needing to spend a bunch of, you know, money in upgrades to make it what you really want it to be. And I really think the 19-degree grip angle is a huge improvement over the whatever the Glock's actually is, which to me is excessively uncomfortable. So I hear a drone behind me. I'm gonna make sure we're good to go, and then we're gonna start shooting. Brandon told me I get extra brownie points if I shoot his drone. Just throwing that out there. All right, I found PMC 115 that I forgot I brought with me. So I've got 2 mags loaded with that, and then I have 1 mag loaded with 124 grain hollow points. Those are from Precision 1, I think they're XTP bullets. So we got the drone flying up again. I'm gonna shoot through these mags, and then we're going to kind of recap. We'll be a few hundred rounds in at this point. We'll kind of just cover where we've gotten so far today. All right, Timberwolf 19X. Probably about 250 rounds through this. Started off a little bit rocky with that Remington ammo, but as soon as we got rid of that, there was no further issues related to ammo at all. With the exception of the 124 grain hollow points, I had like one very slight failure to go all the way into battery, and I'm gonna take the hit that was my wrist. Like I said, I've been playing with my grip a bit, trying to just get used to this grip angle, which I like, but I'm still getting used to it. And also trying to improve my accuracy with iron sights, which is always a good time. So far, very impressed with this pistol. I can definitely see getting a big mailbox type dot on this and a threaded barrel, and using this as a suppressor host. I think with the 17 round capacity that this would have, plus obviously extended mags and a suppressor and a good optic, this could be a really fun kind of suppressed host. Overall, thank you to Lone Wolf for sending this to me for evaluation. So far, so good. If I run into any more issues, I will definitely be reaching out to them. I'm going to let them know about the issues with the extraction anyway, but that does seem to be very ammo related to just that one ammo. So I'll give them that feedback, but so far that to me is not any reason to disqualify this from being a reliable pistol. If you have comments, please drop them below. Hit a like on this video as well, and if you found it valuable, please share it with a friend. Thanks so much.